Hello? Hello? Hi? Hi? Hello? Hello? Um, I believe we're live. Soup, soup, you there? Soup, pin this message. Hello, hello. Oh man. I usually don't end the stream because it usually reconnects, but it was a prolonged disconnect and I had basically been offline. Okay, it looks like I'm back. Okay, I'm live now. And that's a shame. OBS, the way I use like a Streamlabs OBS thing, and it's kind of tricky because it assures me that it's trying to reconnect, right? But literally, I went ahead and ended the whole process, and then it went ahead and put me live again. And if I hadn't done that, I would probably still be offline. So let me check. Hello, can you hear me? Peter Parker picked the pack pickled peppers. Hello? Yeah. All right, so I'm live. I am live again. I don't know what happened, guys. Internet, it's just one of those things. I've never had a very good experience with internet, regardless of whether I have regular internet or my brother had a business internet plan at one point, and you just never quite know. And it's one of those things that kind of lead me to understand that I shouldn't trust a game that's online only because imagine I was playing the game and then the internet cuts out and I can't even play that game because I'm supposed to be connected to the internet to play it. I'd rather play offline games. That's why I don't trust online games only. I'll never buy a game that's online only. Never do it. I'll never do it. Um, Alt tab. So I do want to apologize. It looks like maybe hopefully I can I'm live. I think I'm live. I think everything's good again. I gotta check one more time. Gotta check one more time. But guys, in my opinion, don't buy games that are online only. Just don't do it. I I don't trust it. I remember when the Division 1 came out, I remember buying that game. Okay, it was online only. I remember buying that game. It was online only. Guess what happened when I turned on the game? The game didn't play. It said the servers were too busy. I couldn't even play a game that I paid money for. I'm like, uh, but then that kind of just changed my mind about the whole thing. I'm like, you know what? It makes sense. I work for money that basically is meaningless, and I know it's meaningless because when I spend this money, I don't get anything for it anyway. What did I get? I got the privilege of getting a server down notice. And it's like, okay, fine. That's how you feel, guys. That's how you feel, you know. Anyways, I think we're good. I think we're gonna go ahead and just continue from where we left off. Um, okay, about 30 minutes from now. Okay, so in about 30, so I do apologize. I know that now that my internet cut out, I was talking to someone, I was chatting, we were playing, we were hanging out, my internet shut off. That's it. Okay. Thank good. I'm really lucky. I'm grateful to God that I haven't fallen for the trap where I'm like a streamer and my livelihood And all the bills that I have are dependent on my stream, which are dependent on an internet provider, which is dependent on a too big to fail mentality that this whole country kind of suffers from. I'm very grateful that in a few months, regardless of what happens, the worst that can happen is I'm gonna be a very comfortable homeless beach bum, and I'll be very happy. I'll be very, very Christian, very spiritually resilient, and I won't need anything from anybody. Okay, so I'm we're on that. We're on that track. So I'm not even I'm not gonna sweat it. I'm glad that I don't have anyone dependent on me because I know I can't depend on nobody except for Jesus Christ. So if Jesus Christ doesn't, can't do anything, I sure can't do anything. Yeah, stream ended. I'm sorry, Soup. Yep. And you know what? My stream would have been down for way longer if I didn't manually shut it down. Because they kept telling me it was reconnecting. And I let it sit like that for a while. And then I was like, okay, I've been in a trap like that where it says it would reconnect, but I would kind of just ignore it and keep streaming. And the entire time it would say reconnect, but it would never connect me back live. And then I ended up losing a lot of, content that I wanted to post for free on the internet. So I'm like, you know what? So I manually ended it and I manually turned it back on and it manually reconnected. But what I was saying was that I'm actually very glad that I don't depend on that no one depends on me and I don't depend on anyone, if that makes sense. Because I would be so I would probably be so agitated. I'd be like very scared and fearful for the livelihood of my family if I had to depend on anything around me working so that I could work for being able to provide for my family. Because there is not a single entity on this earth that I trust. I don't trust a corporation. I don't trust any businesses. I don't trust anybody to provide me with anything because that's the mentality that all these corporations are having. They don't care about people. They're too big to fail. Their CEOs and the personalities at the top are too big to fail. So where does that leave me? Nowhere except right here praying to God every day. That's where that leaves me. But in a way it makes sense, It makes sense. Like if the world actually was a good place and it took care of me, I probably wouldn't have found Jesus. I probably wouldn't have. So I'm thankful for the failures of the world. Because if the world could actually deceive me successfully and I wouldn't have been able to find Jesus, my life would not be, it wouldn't be a very happy life. Because I would fail to actually see Jesus as, my God. And so I would have lived a way different lifestyle. And I'd probably be worse for it if I had faith and trust in the world to, I would provide something, the world would provide something back. But I'm glad the world fails me the way it does. Wouldn't want it to come down to this. I'll tell you soon. Yeah, that's fine, man. It's all good. Like I said, I'm very, very happy and comfortable where I'm at. We do this until we can't. To be quite honest, brother, Steam update made some kind of self-updater. And for the past few months, every update that they've been putting out has slowly started crippling all of my interface utilities. So all the things I've been using and relying on Steam for, slowly but surely, with every update, they've been breaking a lot of the utility of their interface that I've been relying on to help my content. So recently they came out with another update And now Miles Morales doesn't run well on my computer anymore because of their update. So it's just I'm just saying it's just a matter of time before they find out how to brick Marvel Spider-Man for me, and then I can't play anything. And I know what you're saying. It's like, oh, come on, man, everyone's having trouble. And I'm like, yeah, it's a first world problem. I understand. It's a first world problem. Bills are a first world problem because in poor nations, there's no such thing as a bill. It's either you survive, you find your food and your water to survive that day, or you're dead. So I know bills are a first world problem. So I'm complaining for nothing because there are people who wish they could have bills. They wish they could. They wish they could be complaining about updates instead of like walking miles in the desert to hit up a well for some water for that day. So I'm not complaining at all. You guys got the wrong stream if you think I'm going to rant about this and that. All I'm saying is that unfortunately I'm in a place where, yeah, the first world issues have pretty much stopped me from having any faith in first world luxuries. I mean, I had a car for the first time like 2-3 years ago. I had a car that had AC in it for the first time. And then I lost that car to a negligent driver on the road. So now I don't have a car. But instead, I have an apartment. And I haven't had an apartment where I can have my own space for over 10 years. And it has all the amenities. So I'm actually doing really good. I'm very comfortable. This is a very comfortable thing for me. Having AC is a luxury that I've lived without for a long time. A while. It's been quite a while since I was able to have just consistently nice AC. So I'm actually doing really good here. I wish I could stay here forever till I turn 100 years old. If my life never changed from this point forward and it was just like a groundhog repeatable day, I would be okay. It'd be like, oh, Spider-Man, that makes sense to me. Spider-Man, oh, I got electricity, I can take a shower, I have some AC. This is the best thing ever. For real. This is the best ever. Oh, come on, I kicked him. Alright, well, regardless, I'm glad we're live and we're doing it. Like I said, we're just gonna have fun till we can't have fun no more. We do it till we can't do it no more. Whether that's through Steam updates, Windows updates, Twitch updates, any of those things could stop me. Internet updates. Any of those things. If any of those things happen, it's quite fine. But unfortunately, then that will be the end of our stream, the end of our journey here. But it won't be for lack of motivation, guys, because I am so motivated to stream every day that I possibly can. I'm very motivated. This is a good, fun time here, and I'm super excited every time I get to play. And I'm very excited when I get to share my my content and my life with people. So, you know, if I couldn't stream this, I would be playing this by myself anyway. So, I'm glad that I'm sharing it and people actually think it's very entertaining, because this is just how I would do it. Like, this is just a normal day for me. But yeah, so it'll be okay. Like I said, I can't even sweat it. Like I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky that I don't care. To be honest, I'm lucky that I can live a lifestyle where I just really don't care about nothing. You know, it's like I'm very lucky. Now I was hanging out with my dad, and I love my dad, but he like every once in a while he'll start saying like an angry thing to me. Like he'll be mad, and one thing that kind of he said to me that hurt my feelings was that I don't care for anybody. Like I don't care for nobody, and that's not true. I care for only a few people in my life, and he's one of those people that I care about. If I didn't care about him, I wouldn't go to hang out with him. I would literally just be hanging out in my apartment. But I actually care about my dad. But he says I don't care about anybody, and he's half right. I don't care about much, but I do care about a few people in my life, you know, that I'm lucky to have in my life. That's why I care about them so much. But for the most part, no, I can't. I don't care about much. Really don't care about much. Yeah. Guys, you have no idea how liberating it is to not worry about anyone depending on me for anything. Oh man, it's a good feeling. It's like a feeling of like true freedom. No one depends on me and I don't depend on anybody. It's a real good feeling. Because to be quite honest, my heart would break if I had people defend. I have a Retron if I modded it to my physical games onto my SD card so that I can play them anywhere and make them backups. I'm going to be playing Batman Forever for the Sega Genesis again. Batman Forever. Oh, snap. That's the one with Jim Carrey as the Riddler, right? Right? The one with Val Kilmer. And then he has that goofy smile in the movie. Or is that the one with George Clooney in it? I don't remember. Batman Forever, that's hilarious. Yeah, in the game he turns into a Bane-like creature. Oh, that's the one with George Clooney then. Yeah. Yeah, Batman Forever. The one with the Batgirl, right? Where Batgirl's in the movie. Yeah, that. Oh, and then Mr. Freeze is Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? Yeah. Jim. Oh, it is with Jim Carrey. Oh, and Two-Face. It is with Two-Face then. Two-Face and Jim Carrey. Ah, okay. George Clooney is the fourth one. Forever is the third one. Yeah. Oh man, that is a trippy movie though, for real. It's just like. Oh man, it was just. Oh. Yeah, it was funny. Oh man, it's for a good laugh. That movie, if you want to laugh, that's a good movie for a good laugh. You just cannot. Oh, it's ridiculous. It really is. It's a ridiculous movie. Oh man, I feel like it was yeah, too funny, man. Oh, too funny. The reason I stopped playing that game is because I need to use the grapple gun in a certain way to advantage to a different door. Oh, so you're stuck? I've been there, bro. I played a game Link Twilight Princess, the Zelda game on the Wii U or the Wii, and I couldn't beat that game either because I was stuck. I couldn't find a way out of the museum or the way out of a dungeon. So I never beat a Zelda game because I couldn't figure my way out of the Twilight Princess dungeon, and I got pretty far, but I could not beat that game because I got lost. So I totally get that, man. There's no shame in that. Sometimes you just can't figure it out and you just let it go. You know, better to just let it go and just be like, you know what, I'll do something else. Sometimes you're just not able to get it, you know. I deleted all of my games that I ripped, and now all of my data is gone. Just restore it, man. Just restore it. What are you talking about? Just restore your files. It's probably in your recycle bin. Just restore the files. What are you talking about? You can't? Okay, well, okay, wait. Okay, you have data. Okay, you have data. And, you deleted your files. And you cannot recover them. Removed it months ago from the recycle bin. So then what happened? You had backups, right? Steam Cloud doesn't help either. What? I don't know, brother. I have no idea then. If you can't back it up, or if you didn't back it up, and the files are totally unrecoverable, then all you can do is repurchase or get the games again, right? They're backups, but I need to sit through hours of pain again to rip all of them using the power of modern game consoles. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure, man. To be quite honest, I know the pain though of deleting files, but like I hope you can find the files you need. I mean, look, you don't have to spend hours, right? You just, if you want a game, you know, you just get that game, and then when you want another game, you just get that game instead of like getting all games at the same time and struggling over downloading it. Just get one game that you want to play right now, and then just play that for as long as you can, and then yeah, you're good. I'm very fortunate that, to be quite honest, I found my dream game. This is my dream game right here, so I don't have to worry about any games anymore ever again. I still have access to the games, purchase them digitally and physically, just scared that they'll break because of old age. Ah. You gotta be super careful when it comes to like discs. Yeah. Super careful. I understand. Yeah, you gotta be careful, because if that disc scratches or breaks or gets corrupted, that's it. That is all you get. Before the 3DS eShop went down a week ago, I bought a ton of games 2 months before that. Oh. Wow. Yeah. That is quite a sad thing. Trust me, man. I know your pain, bro. I bought games from the PlayStation Store one time, and then I lost internet connection, and then I couldn't even play Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 anymore, because it said I needed internet connection. So I totally get where you're at on that. It was really a bummer, and that's why I don't buy games from like console shops anymore. It's just like like nah. It's just a waste. Unless I really want to play it, which I never do. I'm not that compelled to do any of that. I've never been compelled to buy a game like that. I still have access, yeah. I still have access to them so I can play them on my 3DS and rip them to play somewhere else in the future, but Nintendo won't allow access to your games either. Yeah, it's just one of those things. I feel like it's just a lack of consumer protections. And that's really sad. It's, you know, imagine like books, like you bought a book and then you can't read your book anymore. But I mean, it'll be okay, brother. It'll be okay. Who should I play as, Robin or Batman? Psh. Bro, Batman, duh. Who wants to play as Robin? That's an easy one, bro. Batman. Da 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 Batman. Da 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 Batman. Bro's hating on Robin. There's nothing to hate on, bro. If you have a choice, though, you might as well just be Batman. Okay, Batman is his own boss. Robin is not his own boss. Trust me, I have a fear of not being my own boss. I see what happens when you're not your own boss. Think my controller battery just died. Have to recharge and play my game using my keyboard. Hey, there you go. Okay, your controller just died. Okay, well, hey brother, you got this. No worries, it's a Sega Genesis game, right? It's like a 2D platformer. No big deal then. You got this. Now I can't play with my PS4 controller. Aw. Can't you just plug in your PS4 controller into your computer and just have it charged as you play? Use it or whatever? I'm sure you can, right? Yeah. You got this then, Soup. You're gonna be playing in no time. Yeah, brother. I'm not hating on Robin, by the way. To each their own. I definitely feel like in my experience, you want to be Batman. If you have a choice, just be Batman. Don't ever just be Batman. You have a choice, because being your boss, your own boss, is the best way to do it. Trust me. Okay? Being your own boss is the best way to live your life. Be your own boss. If you can't be your own boss, then you know, I don't know. You know, if I can't be my own boss, I'd rather be homeless. To be quite honest, if I can't be my own boss, I guess I'm just gonna be a beach bum. Controller's not charging. Wrong cable. Oh snap, dude! You'll get it, man. That whole cable stuff. I heard that there was some kind of implementation that's supposed to universalize cables now, so it's all gonna be some kind of like fast charger cable thing. So that's cool, man. One day. One day everything will just need one type of cable. Da-na-na-na-na-na, Batman. Yep. Gotta be your own boss. But hey, if you don't want to be your own boss, that's fine too. Me personally, I know what happens if you're not your own boss. Like I've been witness to it. If you're not your own boss, I've been witness to the a huge disadvantage that you find yourself in if you're not your own boss. And it's a huge disadvantage. So I can't trust any boss. That's why I gotta be my own boss. Because I can't trust any boss. There's not a boss on this planet that I'ma trust. Can't trust nobody. No boss I can trust. Only Jesus. Jesus Christ is my boss. And he gives out vacations like it's going out of style. He blesses me with peace and comfort and love every day. We got it. You know? I got it. Can't find my charging cable. No. For real? No, come on, man. You'll find this soup. Come on, bro. Just think, where did you last put it? Where did you last put it, soup? You'll figure it out. You'll find it. It's probably still connected to your PC, bro. It's probably behind your PC or something. It's probably connected to your 3DS. It's probably connected to your console. It's probably behind your chair. It's on your face. I look mad right now. Oh, you're gonna get it, so bro, you're gonna get it. Just look. It's like losing car keys. I have so many cables. Alright, no worries, Sue. No worries. Look, look, look. It might be bundled in with your cables and you're just overlooking it. Like literally that. You will find it, bro. You got Wii, PS4, Retron. I'm not that caring of my Oh, okay. Well, if you don't care about your stuff, that's different. Like if you don't organize your stuff, yeah, that's not good. Wait. All right, here we go. You'll find it, soup. At least for your cables, you know, if you organize your cables, you know, that will be a big help for sure. If you organize your cables, you can just like, you know, gently like coil them up when you're not using them and just like have like one of those coil clasps, you know? And so when you coil it up, you can just clasp it together. You got it, soup. I believe in you, brother. You'll get it. You'll find that cable. Oh, give me one moment here. We'll continue. Just give me 1 second. see. Um. Mm-hmm. Oh, nothing yet. Okay. All right. Here. Easy, easy. Fair. Okay, cool. All right. Right. We've been at it for a bit. Let's go to another spot, shall we? Oh wow, I was using Genesis plus GX wide, which is a newer version of Genesis plus GX, and it had a weird ripple through the boot up screen. Guess the newer version isn't optimized for some reason to run that specific game. Oh, interesting. Yeah. If the newer version isn't optimized, you should just run it on the old version, right? Or is the old version like archived and you can't get it? Because that would be a bummer. That would be quite the bummer. Alright, so let's go up this way. Or should I, you know what? Let's do DLC. Let's go to Turf Wars. Game's working. Running the old version. Music's a jam. Right. Nice. Jamming out to the 16-bit soundtrack. Hey, 16 bits. Right on. Alright. Let's get up to this spot here. Alright. You know we picked Robin. Deal with it. To each their own soup. There's nothing wrong with Robin. There's nothing wrong with Robin, bro. Nothing. Everything is fine. Robin is a good hero all on his own. He's very capable. Okay? Very, very versatile in his own right. You asked me my opinion. I said, yeah, I'll be Batman if I had to choose. But you choose whatever you want, man. There's no problem here. I have nothing but positive praise for Robin, bro. Alright? Praise. Praising for Robin. There is absolutely nothing wrong with Robin. There's nothing for me to deal with. 1 second. Let me see something real quick. Okay. Oh, uh, all right. Pardon me, guys. I just have to send over something to someone, and pardon me, guys. Pardon me, truly. Pardon me. Um. All right. All right. Cool. Calendar. It's all right. Cool. I do apologize, guys. My apologies. I'm here. I'm just taking a moment to send some info to someone else. No big deal. My controller is still charged. Ah, okay. So you didn't need to find the cable then. What? Are you using the PS4 controller? I thought that was dead. So it's still charged, or it's charging and you can use it. Yeah, it looks like it's still charged. Oh, bro, that's even better news, bro. You were worrying for no reason, man. That's really awesome, man. I'm really happy for you, man. I hope you can put that juice in your controller to some good justice. You gotta give him what for, bro. Woo! Woo, this is good. This is good. Fun times, man. Alright, ready? Alright. Time to beat up lunatics and give them worth 13 years of brain injuries. Oh no. Soup, that is not good. Okay, you don't want to give them permanent brain damage, okay? That is not cool. Permanent brain damage is not cool, man. You just want to give them a timeout, bro. You know, just a timeout. Just why not? Oh, you don't want to give them permanent brain damage because that's not good. That's not nice, man. Obviously, they're criminals, but you shouldn't judge them. Like, one rule of all this, bro, is don't judge these criminals. You don't know if they're, like, what they're going through. Like, if you ever seen Spider-Man 3, okay, Spider-Man 3, the Sandman, the guy who killed Uncle Ben, his little daughter, had cancer. And Sandman was so desperate for any money so he could maybe get money to finance his daughter's cancer treatment. So you don't know if any one of these guys could have their kids, their whole family could have cancer. I don't know, and I'm not gonna judge them for why they do it. All we can do is say this tactic of violence, this tactic of coercion and aggression and terrorization of regular people and innocent people is not something we can tolerate. So we don't judge criminals. So we don't wallop them and give them 13 years of brain damage. All we do is say, look, what you're doing here is not good, and we just gotta stop you from doing it. So it's okay for Mad Ned to throw me over his head, but I can't give him brain injury. Who's even named Mad Ned? Bro, and that's the thing, again, Soup. Just because they do it to you does not mean that an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind, brother. So we don't do it just because they do it to us. Okay? That makes us on the same level as them, and we're not supposed to think like that. Because that's not what good people do. Not to say I'm a good guy, because I'm not. Okay? I'm not a good guy. But I don't want to be on the same level and on par with these guys who are willing to do all this stuff so they can have resources, okay? Even if someone told me, hey, look, if you join our criminal organization, you have resources and you'll be able to have, you'll be able to finance having like a girlfriend, maybe get a family, buy a house. I'm like, I'd rather be a homeless bum than be an dishonorable criminal. Okay? And that's the truth. I'd rather be homeless than a criminal. So, but it's a game from 1995. Yeah. Okay. It doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter what year it was made. Okay. The only thing that separates, a criminal from a hero is, the motivation. So if we're not judging them, if we're just saying, look, guys, you can't wield power armor, jetpacks, grenades, guns, and you can't just terrorize people and blackmail them and, shake them up for money. Okay, Batman's not gonna let these people throw bombs in the streets and force people to be scared and give up all their money and possessions and get assaulted by these people. We're not gonna let that happen. Are we gonna judge them for why they decided to join a gang? No. All we're gonna do is put them all down. Try not to give them 13 years of brain damage. Okay, and we call it a day. And then we do it the next day, and we just keep doing that, and we keep checking all the criminals. Okay, but we in our mind we know that if we ever messed up and we became a criminal ourselves, that we shouldn't be surprised if a good person, a hero, checks us. So never forget, okay? We don't do it because we want to give people brain damage. We do it because if we had the power, okay, to stop people from doing bad on each other, let's use that power for good. That's all I can say. But I'm not a good guy, okay? I'm not a good guy. But as long as I don't have to choose between saving my family and saving random people, then I'll go ahead and save random people, okay, right now, because I don't have I don't have any family to save. I'd rather punch people half dead who are made out of pixels. Yeah. Yup, I get you. Half dead. I got you. And I mean, technically, I'm doing the same. We're doing the same thing. But I'm just saying, like, don't lose your compassion. Like, it's very easy to, play these games and, you end up, like, losing a lot of your compassion. I say don't do that. You know? Mad Ned's going to regret it. Oh, man. Oh. Punch him. 13 years of brain damage. Ah, soup. It's compassion, man. This is a Christian stream. I understand that, yes. Okay, I understand the optics here. I'm telling you guys this is a Christian stream, and we spend the entire stream punching people and knocking them out. But you have to understand that it's because I'd rather do this and at least try my best and just have fun than to be doing bad. There are plenty of games where you could play as a villain. And I don't want to play any of those games. Okay? I don't want to play any of those games. I feel for the spirit of virtue that Spider-Man extols in the story and in the game. So I like Spider-Man more than I like. I mean, look, I could play as an assassin and kill random people, but I don't want to do that. I don't want my stream to be like that. Like, but there's plenty of games where you can like hurt people, and I'm like, nah, I don't want to do any of that, to be quite honest. That is not where my heart is. But yeah, man, you gotta take out Mad Ned. And I feel like a good motivation for why you have to take out Mad Ned is because Mad Ned will hurt people if you don't. Mad Ned, you let Mad Ned walk away, and he's gonna go ahead and he's gonna wait in an alley. There's gonna be like a family coming down the street, and Mad Ned is gonna just hurt the whole family, leave them half dead on the in the gutter, and that family, they didn't do anything wrong. They didn't deserve that. But you didn't stop Mad Ned. That's why. That that's the motivation here. I punched Mad John and Mad Phil, but didn't counter Mad Ned. Think he had enough. I didn't counter Mad Ned. Oh man. Yeah. I mean, when you think about it, you know, like the only reason Batman became Batman is because someone, someone was in an alley and went ahead and just, took out Batman's parents. And yeah, you can say, well, why was Batman's parents walking through an alley in the first place after an opera? And yes, I agree. Okay, I agree that look, you shouldn't go in a dark alley regardless. Okay, if it was a 10-minute walk and you had to walk around a building that was well lit and safe, I would rather do that than to go through a dark alley. Okay, I'm not trying to be dumb here. I know exactly what could wait for me in the dark alley. So I'd rather walk 10 minutes out of my way to avoid that alley. Okay, I get that. Okay, but that's not the problem. I'm not going to sit here and victim blame. Okay, I'm going to say, look, okay, I know better. I know better than to walk in the dark alley. But some people, they make a mistake. Okay, they walk through a dark alley thinking it's going to be a quicker way to the limo. And they end up, getting murdered by a homeless bum who's got mental issues or whatever. Or a criminal who's working for, the Falcone and Batman is the mafia. Yeah, they work for Falcone, and there you go. So I get it, okay, but I'm not gonna sit here and say, one way or another. I'm gonna say that if I had the power to investigate alleyways and make sure they're clear of people, I will do that. Are you kidding me? Now I'm fighting Mad Ty. I've never heard of these people. I have not heard of these people at all. But I know you got this. I know you got it, Soup. I'm very confident in your abilities. You're gonna take them all down. The whole Mad crew is going down. You're gonna give them an attitude adjustment. You're gonna make them turn that mad frown upside down. You're gonna turn them inside out. They're all called mad, yeah. Oh man. Mad Paul and Mad C. What kind of name even is that? Oh snap, dude. Yeah, Mad C. Oh, that movie was a trip though. This game costs $15 at a flea market. Wow, that's pretty funny, man. I didn't know they had flea markets out there in Europe. Is that a thing in Europe? Only people I've encountered so far are mad people. It's a mad world out there, man. It's a mad world. There's a stand where a woman always sells retro games where the flea market is going on. It only lasts 4 days in a year when we go. I always go to that stand first. Wow. That's interesting. 4 days every year. That is interesting. Yeah. uh, 4 days a year for a flea market. That's interesting. Oh, watch out, anti-venom. Good flow here. Woo! Oh. Uh-oh. Wait. You never know. Sometimes they're activated, sometimes they're not. Oh, like these guys. Okay. This guy's on. Ready? Alright. Come on. There we go. Hey, we got him. Hey. Nice. Very, very nice. Whoa. Come on, jetpackers. I got the webs. Whoop. Nice. All right. That's all. That's all we do. This is a flow, free flow. Yeah. Oh snap! We saved the piano. That almost never happens. That piano usually breaks. Yay! Mm, 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 mm. Oh, hey, Soup, I found your message. Oh, wow. So May is like a symbiote. Wow. And human symbiote hybrid. Oh, bro, this dude's called Fire Eater. Yeah. Yep, I believe you. Thanks for the thanks for the message, Soup. Also, I saw that you changed your profile picture again, bro. But you changed it to match like your YouTube, right? Because it was a different picture before, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Right on, dude. That's cool. Yeah, if you ever played this game called Streets of Rage, they got fire eaters there too. I feel like fire eaters are like a design that are in like multiple games. Streets of Rage had fire eater. Um, in I know this sounds dumb, but in Pokemon, there's a class of character called fire eater as well. So there are I think like it's an archetype, you know? Like fire eater, fire breather, they're like street performers who've just gone rogue. They're rogue. They're rogue people. Yeah. All right. Oh, okay. Give me 1 second, guys. My battery's low for my mic. I have a mic that runs on batteries. Give me 1 second. Oh, Okay. Hello, hello. I'm just gonna do a quick sound check on the stream. Let me check real quick. Check, check. Hello. Peter Parker picked a pack of pickled peppers. Peter Parker picked a pack of pickled peppers. Yeah. Okay, good, good, good. All right. All right, cool. That works. All right. So we got it. We got it. We're set. We're set. We're squared away. Let's go ahead and continue. Let's do it. Okay. So, let's see. Yeah, so yep. In the future, you know, I hope that games just continue getting better and better, and that I can't with this game anymore. What? Why? I can't with this game anymore. What's wrong, Soup? What is the matter, man? No, what's wrong, dude? I can't even go down. What does that mean? What does that mean, Soup? What does that mean, brother? That means like you're putting a whole bunch of criminals down instead, right? Well, that's good. That's the whole point, man. That is the whole point. You're supposed to take out the criminals and put them down, and you're supposed to stay standing. That's the whole point of it. So if you can't go down, guess what? You're doing really good, man. I'm very proud of that. That's good. You're doing really well, man. In platformers, when you press the down button twice, you move down the floor. Oh. Yeah. I see what you mean. You can't, like, move down floors. Yeah. Well, I mean, when you think about it, you know, Batman and Robin aren't really supposed to be able to phase or clip through floors. But here you have to press every button and then press down for like a second. I do that and it doesn't work, and it did before. Maybe that's just the part where you can't clip through a floor. You know? So maybe it's just an intentional thing. When you think about it, this game, oh, come on, dude. That's so, come on, don't be like that. Come on, man. You're gonna be alright, Soup. Just relax, man. You're taking yourself way too serious. You just gotta relax, man. Just chill. You will figure it out, brother. You will figure it out. You just relax, chillax. You know? There's gotta be an aspect to the game you enjoy. Look, am I gonna say that, you know, every game is good for whoever it's good for, but you have to find a reason to like it. Not every game is made for everyone. Some people don't like aesthetic things. Some people don't like, you know, certain things about games, and so they pick a game that they really like. And so, you know, if you don't like that game, don't get frustrated. Just say, you know what, I'm gonna give it as good of a try as I can, and that's it. You know. Almost no one likes this game. Oh, come on, Soup. Come on, man. You're gonna be okay, brother. If all I can say is that you shouldn't care about what other people have to say about a game. If you don't like it because you don't like it, that's fine. But you shouldn't go off of what other people say, because trust me, if you put other people's opinions before your own, at some point you're leaving yourself at a huge disadvantage because other people may not necessarily be looking for your best interest. It's hard to find a person who actually cares for your best. They're gonna tell you what their opinion is for their best. If they don't like a game, that's because they don't like it, but it's for their best interest. If you don't like a game because someone else doesn't like it, that may be a disadvantage to you. So I say don't put other people's opinions as a reason to not like something, because you're only, doing a disservice to yourself. That's why I don't care what other people's opinions are about stuff, to be honest. Like, I'll listen, but and if it makes sense, then yeah, sure. But I don't look to have other people change my mind at the outset, because I'm trying to be resilient. I'm not trying to just fall to peer pressure, if that makes sense. So unless someone has a really compelling argument to make me believe a certain thing, I don't believe what people say. This game, So if you will figure it out, man. There's plenty of Batman games. You can always just go back to Arkham Asylum, bro. You can always play Arkham Asylum. You can play Arkham City. You can play Arkham Knight. I remember you told me the whole trilogy and the DLCs were included. So there's plenty of game right there, bro. You can play the DLCs. You can play Red Hood. You know. You can play as Robin in Arkham Knight, I believe. You can play that there. So don't trouble yourself, man. You figure it out. But stressing over it because of what other people have to say about a game is, bro, it's like whatever. Nice. Finally did it after button mashing for so long. Trust me, man. It happens. It happens. It happens. I'm very grateful that you can find you know a sense of comfort, man. If finally that problem, you're able to figure it out. It's not gonna bother you anymore. And I feel like that's the important thing, And like I said, man, it's about how you react. It's not about what happens, but how you react to it. And if you want to be stressed, then react in a stressful way, and that thing's just gonna feed loop on itself. So you just gotta chill, Like, I could be stressing out about how I wanted to play Miles Morales for half my stream today, but the Steam update pretty much messed up my setup. So now I can't play Miles Morales until I spend time off stream figuring out how to do it. But am I gonna sit here and just whine about that? No, I'm gonna accept that. You know what? I can't play Miles Morales on my stream right now. Am I gonna make myself lose sleep over it? No. Why? Because I'm lucky enough that it's not that important. It's really not, It's really not. Nothing's that important to me that I can't just let it roll off my shoulder. If Steam itself shut down and no one could ever use Steam again, am I gonna lose sleep over that too? No. Like, okay, fine, forget it, whatever. It was good while it lasted. I gotta do something else now, So, it's just how it is. You just gotta relax. You gotta chill. I chill. But now, I'm gonna, mention that yes, I'm able to do such a thing because no one depends on me for anything. Okay, I'm not basing my livelihood on Steam, and their interface. Like it doesn't matter. No, I'm not invested in that because luckily for me, like I said, having bills is a first world problem. So, it's not like a thing where I'm just gonna lose sleep over it because guess what? It's still okay regardless. It's not a big deal. So it'll be all right, man. I've had plenty of situations. Like I said, at one point in my streaming pipeline, like a few months ago, Steam actually updated and they changed up like their big picture mode, and it was a huge update. And there were a lot of issues, and it pretty much crippled my stream. I couldn't do anything for like 2 or 3 days. And I ended up looking into it and I found a workaround. And that was working for me for the last couple months. And then all of a sudden, 2 days ago or yesterday, I end up not being able to play Miles Morales with my workaround because Steam had done another update. But am I gonna get like so frustrated? Am I gonna be like, man, why do they do this? No, because I realize it's a privilege for me to even have that as a problem. There are plenty of people out there who walk miles in the desert to get to a well to be able to have some water to drink for that day. Okay? I will accept a Steam update over that any day. Absolutely. You know? There are plenty of people right now who, they ended up making a call where, they ended up wanting to have a family and trying to start a family and taking that risk and having kids and stuff. And then their corporation went ahead and just fired them, let them go. My dad was like that. He worked his butt off. He got injured in the job. The job let him go. My mom ended up having to work, and then she ended up leaving my dad for her boss. And guess what? Okay, am I gonna lose sleep over any of that? No, because guess what? I've learned through witnessing that it's just not worth the headache. If I can't guarantee that I can take care of my people without relying on any other entity besides Jesus Christ, then I'm not gonna do it. So I'm not even trying to even stress myself out and try to do anything, to be quite honest, because at the end of the day, we're at the mercy of our civilization. I'm at the mercy of this society, So I'm not gonna worry about, oh man, I need to try to figure out how to earn a living. It's like, no, at this point, I'm just gonna live stress-free. I'm gonna pray, and I'm just gonna figure it out as it comes. I can't. I just don't have the heart to have negativity like that. I can acknowledge that things are going bad, but I can't. I can't acknowledge negativity. Be level 1 and lost 5 of my 6 lives. Do you only get 6 lives for the whole game? Oh man. Oh man, dude. Oh, oh snap. Yo, games have come a long way. They used to be, I remember games used to have, instead of like respawnable health, they used to have health packs, and you had to pick up health packs. Oh man. Oh. Yeah, you had to like find a health pack, and that would have to carry you to like the next set of stuff, like, Yup, game design has really come a long way, Health packs. So if you only get 5, to be quite honest, I had a Sega Genesis, and I remember I was playing Sonic the Hedgehog, right? Number 1, Sonic the Hedgehog, the first game ever, and I could never beat it because I would run out of lives, so I never beat the game. And I ended up dying at at one of Eggman's bosses, I think Mystic Cave or whatever. And I never beat the game. And that was because it just, you ran out of lives, then you had to start all over. And I would start over, and I would keep going, and I would keep doing it, and I would keep dying, and I never beat it. In fact, when I was a kid, the first game I think I ever beat was, let me see. I have no problem with that game, but I do with this. I mean, some people like a challenge, and some people are like, hey, I'm okay with going with an easy flow about it and not looking for a challenge. So, to each their own, but I don't think there's a right answer to that. You know? You just, I feel like to each their own, man. I like there's that whole idea of like with Dark Souls, some people like would want like accessibility options so they could like beat the game. And other people are like just get good. And I'm like, okay, first of all, it's just a video game. Let's all calm down. Okay? I'd rather more people got to experience the game as an accessibility thing where you could just have like an infinite no death mode or something. So at least anyone who wants to experience the game can. And then, I feel like that would be an easy enough solution. But to be quite honest, all I'd say is that just don't work on balancing like an infinite like God mode or whatever. You can just add it as an accessibility feature and then just let it be. But I wouldn't want to bait, like, especially like if you're trying to offer people with like like something to interact with. I would definitely be like, okay, a good compromise is just being able to enable a God mode where you don't die, so people who who don't have the set skill ceiling to be able to do the gameplay exactly as the developers intended to beat the boss, that they don't have to. They can just do it how they want. But the developers shouldn't have to balance that mode out then. They should just be like, okay, look, you can literally beat a boss with any weapon. You can beat him with nothing. No skill at all. But don't expect to like get bounced from that. Now, I saw there was this discussion with the Harry Potter game. There was this death spell called Avacadabra or something, right? And basically, it was on a cooldown where you can use it every 30 seconds in a dungeon, right? And one of the people in the YouTube comments said, please make the cooldown like 10 minutes. Because if you don't, then I'm just going to spam that spell and I'm going to play the game soullessly. And I just don't know if that's something that a developer should have to worry about. If someone spammed the game, right, and they cheesed the game, and they cheated themselves out of whatever experience people think is a worthwhile experience from a game, I don't think a developer has anything to do with that. As long as it's not hurting anyone. And it is a game. Some people just gotta relax. But someone was asking for a cooldown for like a one-shot kill spell in the Harry Potter game that just came out. They wanted a 10-minute cooldown instead of like a 30-second cooldown. And I'm like, okay, if you play a game soullessly, is that the developer's fault? I don't know. I don't know if that's the developer's fault. If a developer made a game where the whole idea was just spam one button and everything dies, and there's no real sense of like accomplishment or purpose that people might get from it, from their own like subjective experience, is that the developer's fault? I don't know if that's something we can really, because that's a whole thing of like the psychology of man, of people. It's like, should you be allowed to spam and mindlessly play through an entire game? Well, if the developers wanted to craft a set experience, then they should be able to do so. And I feel like the counter to this is that, a developer could just create a one-click win game, and then, some people will complain and be like, hey, there's no challenge to this. I just press this one button and it says I win the game. I don't even have to press it a lot. I can just press it once. I can press it whenever, and the game says I win.